What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a lace closure wig, and this is a side part, you guys, and this is also beginner friendly. So make sure you guys are staying tuned and watching the whole video in its entirety, because I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems, a lot of tips and tricks that you guys do not want to miss. Alright, so I'm going to be using a 22-inch wig head, you guys, and just a regular wig cap. It's perfectly fine to do this lace closure wig. So if you guys ever made a wig and you notice that once you put the wig on, it was smaller than what you expected, a trick to fixing that is just to pull on the wig cap like you see me doing right here. And this allows you to have space as you're stitching the hair on for the wig to shrink a little bit, but still have enough space when it's time to put it on, and it won't be so tight. Alright, you guys, so as you can see on this wig head, there are 3 lines. There's one down the middle and then 2 on the sides. So I'm going to be using the one furthest to the left, this one right here, simply because this is a side part lace closure wig, you guys. So I'm just going to align the closure up with that line furthest to the left. And of course, this is the side that I want my part on. So this is just going to make sure that I have enough sides. This is going to make sure I have enough hair on both sides of the closure. Alright, you guys, so when pinning the back of your closure, you kind of want to do a wiggling motion. You'll see me going side by side a little bit. And that's just to ensure the closure is super flat when laying it down. You definitely don't want no lumps and bumps in your closures when you're pinning it, because it just will not be right. So just put a little pressure on it when you're doing the back, pinning the back. Just like go side to side, wiggle it a little bit, and it should get your closure flat. Alright, so right here, y'all see me wiggling a little bit. That's what you need to do to make sure you pin that closure down and it's super flat. As you can see, no lumps and bumps on each side, and the back is super flat. So make sure y'all get y'all wiggle on. And you good to go. Alright, you guys, so when sewing down a closure, it doesn't matter what size it is. You always want to do one side first and then stitch the other side, and then you want to do the back last. Alright, so just for efficiency, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and thread 2 needles. It's totally fine if you only have one. This is just my preference. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start stitching down the first side of the closure. Alright, you guys, so because we are beginning our stitch at the beginning of the closure, you want to go ahead and stitch under. Look at me showing y'all. You want to go ahead and stitch under the closure so that way you can hide the knots. Alright, and then in order to lock that stitch in, you just want to find a loop in the end of the thread and just put the needle through that loop. Alright, you guys, so you see that there is thread on both sides of the needle. That's exactly what you want. So you want to go ahead and pull that needle in between both of the threads so you can lock that stitch in, you guys. And you want to sew the remainder of the closure like this as well. So putting it in between both of the threads and pulling it right through. And it's creating a knot to solidify that stitch. When it comes to the bundles, you guys, I stitched my bundles a little differently, so make sure you guys keep on watching. Okay, so now that I'm done stitching this first side, you guys, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit, meaning that I'm going to go ahead and go in between the stitches that I already have, just to backtrack that thread, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a knot in it. And to do so, you're just going to go ahead and wrap that thread around the end of the needle 2 or 3 times, and then go ahead and pull it through. Look at that, y'all. Super neat. Look at that. It looks so good. So good. So now I'm going to go ahead and stitch the back up, and we should be good to go ahead and do our bundles. Alright, you guys, so when I'm sewing down my tracks, I like to go ahead and pin them down first, whether it's on a wig here or whether I'm doing a sew-in on myself. I pin them down all the time because it's just super effective and efficient. You don't got to worry about holding no tracks, or if the track is falling, just pin it down and you are good to go. And of course, I'm talking about an actual hair clip, you guys. I don't use these pins on my head. I'm talking about an actual hair clip, okay? I'm not putting holes in my scalp. Alright, you guys, so now on to the bundles. So the very first stitch, you guys, you're going to stitch it exactly how we did the closure. And I do not go through my wefts, you guys. I just don't like to do it. I don't prefer to do it. I think that it messes the longevity up on the bundle. So I go under the track. I find a loop, just like I said when I was doing the closure, and go ahead and put your needle through. And you guys, I do this step 2 to 3 times in the beginning of each bundle, just to lock that bundle in and to make sure it is super secure. And you guys, these are my hair extensions. If you don't know, I have a hair company called the Rose Gold Extensions. So I sell bundles and closures, so definitely head over and check it out. Get you something nice. We are also having a 30% off sale right now, so definitely go head over and check it out. All right, so when it comes to stitching the bundles, you guys, so instead of going in between both threads, we're not going to go between the thread at all. We're just going to simply loop it from the net under the track and then just pull it. And don't worry, it's not going to come apart. It's not going to come undone, you guys. It's super effective, super efficient, and it saves you a lot of time doing it this way. Trust me, you guys. And it's easier for your clients to take it down. And like I said, it will not come undone. It will literally be secure and tight. So this is the best way to do it in my opinion. All right, you guys. So now I'm going to show you guys my flip over method. And it's super simple, very effective. So let me just pin this track in place really quick. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take, so now that it's flipped, right? You're going to kind of press it down with your fingers. And then you just want to take that top track, just like I'm showing you guys right here. You're going to take that top track and you're going to use the same method that we used on the closures and the beginning of the tracks. So go ahead and put your needle through and make sure it's in between both sides of the thread. To go ahead and lock that track in place. I'm trying to keep up with the video, y'all. Okay, lock that in. Boom. Okay, so now you want to go under both of the tracks, you guys. And then you want to create a knot. Just like we did before, go ahead and wrap it around the needle and then pull it through. Like so. And doing it this way, you guys will really have that track super flat. So once again, your first track, you're just going to do the method where we go in between both of the threads, lock that, secure that in place. And then the second time, you're going to go under both of the tracks and then create a knot. And there you have it. It's super flat, as you guys can see it. And now we're going to go ahead and sew the remainder of the track. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys right here the flip over method once again, just so you guys can really grasp it and really get the concept of it. I really hope you guys can master this, because this is really, really a great flip over method. It has done wonders for me with my clients, and I just never have any problems doing it this way. So just want to show you guys again. I am going to go a little slower just so you guys can really get it. All right, you guys, so this next step is super important. So once you get closer to sewing your tracks closer to the closure, you want to leave just a little bit of space because now you are going to add one last track to the top, which will be connecting to the closure. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Just follow the video. It's super simple. So I'm adding that last track and then I'm going to pin it so it can stay in place. But as you can see, I left a little bit of space where I can actually put the track on top or in between the closure and the tracks that I already sewed in. Okay, and this is just like finalizing the install, finalizing the wig. And this step is also going to make sure those tracks are super flat and they don't be like bulging out, okay? All right, so we are sewing this track, connecting it to the closure, you guys. And basically wherever you feel a track that you already placed on the wig, you just want to be sure to put a stitch there so that way it can be super flat and you don't feel anything bulging. And like I said earlier, you guys, I do not go through my wefts. I go through the track itself and through the hair. And doing it this way will make sure you have a super flat install, super flat wig, and you are good to go. Alright, so the very last step, you guys, is to go ahead and cut that net from around the lace. Whether you have a lace closure or a lace frontal, you want to cut that net off so you can have a flawless install. Alright, so this is the final look, you guys. This is the wig. Like I said, these are my bundles, so make sure you guys go shop the Rose Gold extensions. We are having a sale going on right now, so we're doing 30% off the entire site, so make sure you guys go ahead over and shop, get you something nice. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, I love you and thank you so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like this video, share, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.